Hi everyone, welcome to our game plan demo. First, let's try logging in with an email. It says there's no found, so let's go and sign up with Ming. Okay, let's try keying in his credentials. And let's key in the wrong password. Shows that it's incorrect. And it also shows that it must be at least 8 characters. Okay, logging in correctly. You can see that our dashboard has a side menu that shows outstanding tasks and completed tasks. The creation of task form looks like this. We have the game plan logo that reloads the page. We have the current month and current year. We have a week and day view that looks something like this. And we have a profile. You can see that the email that's logged in. You can add friends, you can view friends, and we can log out. In the settings page, we have some settings. Let me just remove all of these. Here we can key in later. So in the main dashboard, you can see that the week has no specified value because we haven't keyed in anything yet. We also have this toggle switch for tasks that can be demonstrated later. This is the week, the current week from 20th of July to 26th of July. Today is Thursday the 24th, which is correctly reflected by this blue bubble. The time is 6:08 as of this recording, which is correctly reflected by this red horizontal line. So let's try and fill in this form. I have pre-made this populated NUS calendar. Let's just copy the sharing link and paste it over here. Let's update this form. So it shows the current calendar on our dashboard, which correctly reflects what is on NUS boards. But let's say I also want to add some blockout timings. For example, I sleep every day from 12 to 8. I also have lunch from 12 to 2 and dinner from 6 to 8. And let's say the first Sunday of SEM is 6th of July, which will make this week 3. It shows that it's week 3. And it shows our blockout timings correctly reflected. As you can see, the blockout timings don't affect the lessons, which is how it should be. But our dashboard looks a little dull, so let's add some colors. Some of our groups we have is ST, counting, yes. Do note that the naming is not case sensitive. So I can even put like CP3201, something like that. It will still work. Or CS4234. Let's differentiate these colors. You can see we missed out some stuff like CS2103T and CS3230. So you can see that it's updated colorfully. And now let's try out our task creation. So in outstanding tasks, I can create a new task. Let's say task 1. The description is task 1 is happening. Let's say it's due in 3 days. You should make it 27th of July, which takes 3 hours in minimum chunks of 1. And we can also choose the groups. You can see the drop down is multicolored. Let's say it's an ES lecture, sorry, an ES group. Let's create another task called task 2 is happening. Let's say the group is CS4234. And let's say I have another task called task 3. And task 3 is happening. Let's say it's due in 2 days. Minimum chunks of, let's say, 2. And let's say we have a new group called Finn. So as you can see, the task list on the side menu is sorted in terms of the order that is created. As you click schedule, you can see that the deadline, the task that has the deadline earliest will happen first. And it will be scheduled accordingly in the dashboard. I can use my task toggler to toggle tasks on and off. And the color also corresponds to the group that is specified. Let's say I am done with task 3. I can click done. And you can see the task 3 is still in my dashboard, but if I schedule it again, task 3 is gone. And task 1 and 2 are rescheduled. And you can see that tasks are only scheduled after the current time. It does not eat into my lessons nor my blockout times. Another completed task, you can see that the task 3 that I just completed is marked over here. If I realize that task 3 is actually in fact not done, I can mark it as undone, and it will be rescheduled properly in the side menu as well as in the dashboard. If I realize that I don't actually have this task, I can delete it, and then I can schedule it again. If you've noticed, every time I do an action, there'll be a notification on top here, like this, done. You can see that the toast notification is on top. Marking as undone also marks it there. And besides this, we can also add friends. So let's add a new friend called Nicholas. You can see they sent successfully. Let's say I try to send him again. It shows that the friend request has already been sent. If I give a random string, it shows that the email is not found. So let's log into, sorry, before that, I also can delete his friend request. But I want to be friends with him. So let's send a friend request and let's log in into his account. You can see that in his view friends, there is a friend request from Ming. I can delete him, but it's alright. Let's accept him. Let me go back to Ming. You can see that under add friends, there is no more pending requests, but it is now under a legitimate friendship. So I can view his calendar, and just now as we saw, his calendar was empty. And when I'm over here, I see his name, Nicholas's dashboard. I don't have access to my side menu and my settings bar anymore, and I cannot see any tasks. But I can go back, and it takes me back to my dashboard. Apart from that, I can remove him as a friend, and on Nicholas's side, it will reflect the same. So that's the end of the demo.